Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Fireteam Crimson. Now, today, the day that this video is releasing, which if you're watching this a day or so after, then the other video will already be out. But over on the Domain channel, Simon is going to be releasing his review of this set. And when I say this set, I mean this exact set, like these exact figures, this exact build, this whole thing. Because I got this set from him. So he's going to be releasing his review of the set at the same time that this video is going live. So as soon as you're finished this video, head over to the Domain and watch Simon's video. I'll put a link in the description, and maybe I'll also pop up one of those little corner card things to link to that video. So there's kind of a lot going on in the set, but the main draw of the Fireteam sets was the fact that you would get a bunch of figures. So let's go ahead and jump right in, starting with this Enforcer Spartan. So Fireteam Crimson is one of the more iconic ones of the fire teams that Mega released, because Crimson was the main team in Spartan Ops. So if you watch the Spartan Ops like short film things with Fireteam Majestic, you will hear them complaining about having to be Fireteam Crimson's delivery service. So this is supposed to be that team, the one that Majestic had to be delivery service for. And the first figure we have here is an Enforcer Spartan. Now, I really like the Enforcer armor. I think it looks fantastic, and I think it looks even more fantastic with the dark red and then the gold visor. Now, the visor here is actually printed up very nicely. It's very sharp, perfectly, what's the right word? It's very nice and thick, so there's no red showing through. I'm not really sure what's going on with this guy's chin. There's like lighter pink color. Whoa, would you look at that? That was a stink bug just falling in like a bomb from above. I hate those things. And now he's made me lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if it's like a stress mark or what, which that would be a little weird because it's rubber. But not all the figures have that. It's not like printing. And around the back, no extra detailing, like no extra printing, I should say. There's plenty of detail back here. I actually had this guy before. I got part of Fireteam Crimson a while back in a giant, like 50-pound lot of Mega Construx that I bought. And I since painted him. I think I actually showed him off in my custom review where I showed some of my customs. I painted some brown on. So it's cool to get another one unpainted. I have him currently armed with a target designator. So we've got that. So if we want to nuke something, you can. And then a sniper rifle, which now I need to point out the problem about this figure. He came with his hand molded with a big extra lump of plastic. And when that happens, the hand gets all wobbly and doesn't stay in properly. So I'm going to have to try and fix that. I'm not really looking forward to that because it's a pain, but it is what it is. But yeah, just a normal sniper rifle. And I'm actually surprised this one doesn't get too much bend upward. A lot of the time when you clip the stand in, it will force the barrel to point upward. But this one is not really having much issue with that, so that's cool. And you can always use a sniper rifle, pop it onto some Marines or something. Very cool figure, though. I really like this one. I know maybe some people probably don't like this armor, but I think it looks really, really cool. It looks very intimidating. Looks like the kind of Spartan you do not want to mess with. Here's a Spartan we don't see very often. This is a Spartan Orbital. We've only seen a few of these. I think we got one in Halo Heroes. Then we got a red one with the skull printed on it. Looked like the Halo Heroes one, but red. And then we got a blue one with a bunch of detailing from the Hannibal Mantis, I think. But this guy's just a plain red. Oh, wait, we got a white one as well. This is just plain red with the gold visor, and I think it looks really nice. I like this armor. It's like kind of astronaut-esque. Kind of also has Emil vibes to it. Chest plate looks really cool. And this red color is just a really nice color. I think it makes all the armors look just really solid. Tons of molded detail around the back. We get to see the little AI slot. No extra print, but again, that's just kind of standard. He's got a shotgun. Now, I have these guys just armed according to what I felt like having them hold at the time. That's not necessarily what you're supposed to put on him, but we'll talk more about that later. But yeah, this guy looks really good. Absolutely fantastic. This armor set too, I'm kind of sad we didn't see more of it, because Mega usually did a pretty darn good job with it. Next up is one of my favorite Spartan designs, the Recruit. The whole look of the Recruit is just super clean to me. I don't know, it just looks very Halo. Looks absolutely perfect. Looks like this guy has had some hard times. He's got some stress marks on his armor. Visor is printed up very nicely. Nice and sharp. No real overspill. Chest plate is, aside from being a little bit stressed, looks great. Now wait, which was it? Was it both of his hands? Yeah, both of his hands have that issue where they wobble back and forth. So it's kind of disappointing to see that Mega still has not fixed that issue. Like, back when the set came out, it was a problem, and to this day, we are getting sets with this same exact issue. So that's kind of a bummer. Like, come on, Mega. Like, it's been a problem for long enough. I think you can fix it now. He is armed with a DMR, no printing, but it's a really, really nice piece to get. I don't think this is one that you can stick a muzzle flare on, though, unfortunately. So that's kind of a bummer. But other than that, this guy is really cool. I love the Recruit armor so much. It just looks so good. It's really expressive, too. Like, you can move the head from side to side. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think it looks great. Next up, we have a Spartan Scout, armed with a grenade launcher, which is super great to get. We don't get these real often, at least not anymore. So getting one in black is great. And then Scout, again, like this whole set, Mega picked the best armor sets to put in here. Scout looks fantastic. It's a very fast looking armor. It looks like the person wearing it would be able to run and run really well. I like how bulky the shoulders are. They're like shields almost. Visor print is very, very nice. Black outline, yeah, pretty darn good. This guy's a little dusty. I didn't really wash any of these guys off. These are used, so you'll see later that more dust on stuff, but I don't think the dust detracts much. It's kind of hard to see, and this figure is just really cool. I'm kind of sad we haven't seen Scout be used properly in a while. So I'm hoping, with Halo Universe, we'll see some more Scout figures, maybe a re-release of the Purple Scout. Or, honestly, it would be awesome if we saw some re-releases of these Fireteam sets, like a new revamped Fireteam Crimson. And last but not least, we have the Red Chief. This is Mark 5 armor, I think. And this, to me, was the definitive look of Chief. Whenever I saw Chief, I would see him in this armor. And so this is just Chief's armor to me. Visor could have used an outline, but it's actually printed surprisingly well. The only other one of these I had gotten before my last haul was the green Chief from the Microfleet Warthog, and the visor had been printed very poorly. It was really soft on the edges and whatnot. So seeing this is kind of impressive to me because it's very clean. The shaping is great. So even without the outline, it looks very nice. Got some black printed on the chest, which is cool. And then the rest of the armor just looks really nice. Absolutely perfect. He's got a Magnum. Now this dude, he's got some problems as well. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen at all, but I can't get the arm to go up any further. So I'm going to have to swap out his upper arm, which fortunately that's an easy fix if I have an upper arm that works. The hand problem is a little bit harder to fix, but this guy's hand does move back and forth a little bit. Guess the issue was a little bit more prevalent back when this set first came out. So maybe Mega is fixing it slowly. So here's our extra stuff. We have a concrete barrier, which I always love getting these. These are so easy just to throw in my backpack and carry with me when I'm going to take photos, and you can just stick a figure behind behind it or stick it in the background. It just adds a lot. And this is in that nice, like, modeled, really concrete looking plastic. Only thing that throws it off is the serial number on the brick. So that's really great to get. We get a chain gun with the full stand. Look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. This is one of the coolest things that you can get as an extra in a set. So cool. And then, of course, you can pop all the extras off and just grab the chain gun and run into battle with it, which is really epic. And then we get the Fireteam Crimson flag, which the instructions suggest you mount on this box, but now it doesn't want to come off. Come on, there we go. So this is done the same way the capture the flags have been done. Now, the newer fire teams use just a normal flag that flew sideways. We saw that with Fireteam Eagle. It just kind of flew sideways. But this is more like a banner than a flag. It's not double-sided, unfortunately, but the side that is printed looks really nice. It's got like a wolf on a shield with like claw marks through it. Gold edging. The gold flagpole. We got the skull on top. So that's really cool. Really good to get. Then inside this crate, we have some more weapons. We get a AR. This is the old style AR, really big and chunky. We get a railgun, which I believe was new at the time. I think Mega had just released it. And then we get 5 grenades. Grenades are always good to get. I think I have a whole crate full of them somewhere. But you can never have too many grenades because if you drop your crate full of grenades once, they're going to go flying everywhere and you're never going to find them again. Let's mount the flag back up there. So yeah, that's a nice pile of extras. Like this right here is what you would get in like one of those figure pack sets nowadays. But this is not a current set, which means we have more to look at. Crimson also comes with this awesome terrain. Look at this. This is really, really complete. Like it looks really good. So first, there's this clear stand up here. I'm not really sure why Mega felt the need to do this, but you can kind of stick a figure theoretically on here. Yeah, like that. And just have them like jumping into battle, I guess. Feels a little weird to me. I'm not really sure about that one, but it's only a couple extra pieces and it's always good to get extra flight stands. So that's great. Moving in a little closer, we can see there's like some trees back here. It's alien looking trees. We get 4 of these purple kind of fern pieces, which is great. I want Mega to use these more often. This looks really cool. The purpley kind of really just shows that it's an alien landscape. Now, I'm pretty sure Crimson primarily operated on Requiem for a lot of the time, and we got like a Forerunner structure suggesting maybe this is supposed to be Requiem. I guess Requiem did have some jungle areas, but I think they operated a lot in the desert. So I don't know if the setting makes a ton of sense, but I think it's pretty cool. Forerunner structure looks great. It's kind of fragile. You can easily like knock it out of alignment if you're not careful, but you know, just be a little bit careful. I'm not sure what this little attachment point is for, but wait, maybe am I supposed to like... No, that's not correct. And you can see in the dust, somebody had something stuck there. I'm going to have to clean that dust up eventually. Around the back, it looks perfectly fine. That's a lot of the thing that happens with these sets where it's like, you know, you have like this little diorama area. The back tends to be really bare and weird looking. So that can be a problem. But no, this is perfectly fine. And this is a great start for a diorama. You could use this as like the center and build out. And of course, then you've got your crate. Oh, you know what? That's what that's for. That's really cool. Or maybe it's not what that's for, but it makes sense to me. But yeah, this is perfect. Like, why doesn't Mega do this anymore? This is great. I would love to see them bring back. So like imagine like the Marine Defense set or the Sword Base Invasion, which I still need to review. Imagine if those came with something like this instead of just a wall or just a little tiny Forerunner structure. Imagine if they actually went all out and did the landscape like this, because this is, in my opinion, this is kind of what sets Mega Construx aside a bit from like other building toy areas, is that it's action figures, but they're small enough that they can have, you know, landscapes and structures to fit them into without it being $1 million. So I would really like Mega to return to doing this stuff. Give us more greens, give us more base plates. That would be perfect. Well, there you have it. That is Fireteam Crimson. Now, it's kind of funny to have nostalgia for a set that came out when I wasn't even collecting, but I binge watched a ton of Jang's reviews back when I first discovered Mega Construx, and this was one of the sets that really stood out to me as, like, it was one of those sets that I saw and I was like, okay, Mega Construx maybe is something more than just a Lego ripoff, because this is not really something that Lego does. I would say that this is probably one of the best, if not the best, Fireteam set for a couple reasons. First of all, the figures and the color scheme that they picked is just perfect. The dark red looks great. The armors that they chose look great. There's none of the really off-the-wall armors here, in my opinion. And then we get a ton of extra weapons. All the extra grenades. We get the AR and the railgun as an extra. We get the target designator. We get the chain gun. And then not only do we get the crate to store it in and the flag, but we get the landscape and the extra concrete barrier as well. So it's a really, really well-rounded set. The major issue I find with this set is the quality control. There's a fair handful of figures here that have errors from the factory, like with the messed up arm or hand. And again, those are issues that are still around today, which is unfortunate, but they're a little less prevalent. So I think that's the major problem with the set, is that the quality control was not as tight then, and so you would run into more issues. But overall, I definitely would say that this is worth taking a look at. Check around eBay, Mercari, see if you can find it. Between $25 and $40, I feel like is a fair price for any of the Fireteam sets, really. Any more than that, I feel like it's overcharging, because yes, it is a Fireteam set, and yes, especially Crimson has a lot of significance in the games, but it is plain figures. So these are the kind of figures that you may find in like blind bag type things, you know, not a ton of extra print. So don't overpay. Now, like I said earlier, Simon over on the domain will have his review out today for this set as well. So go check that out. Link is in the description, or maybe in a card in the corner, or both. So go check it out, watch his video, and then let me know your thoughts. This is one of those sets that I would love to hear the people that were collecting Mega Construx when this set came out. Like, I would love to hear your thoughts. What was it like seeing this set released? Because again, I was not around for that. So I'm looking at all of this like after the fact. But a lot of you guys probably got to see this set get revealed and like go and find it in the stores. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.